Greetings, family. Welcome to Pan-Africanism Towards Nationhood, building a global Black business pipeline. Greetings, family. Welcome, welcome, welcome. This is Bomani Tyehimba of Africa for the Africans, Tourism Investment, and I'm with my good brother, Baka Thomas. And we have another wonderful topic for you, as we are always looking to reconnect you to the ancestral land. So yes, brother, tonight's topic, we have traveling from America to Africa, reconnecting to our roots and culture. Right?
Excellent.
Greetings, my brother. How you feeling today?
Oh, everything is well. Feeling good. Man, enjoying life. And hey, brother, it's all about reconnecting and definitely traveling to the motherland. So I love it.
Definitely, and always looking to get more people interested in, connecting to the African ancestral land for tourism investments. So it's family. That's our business, Africa for the Africans, tourism investments, and we've been in this business since 2006, nonstop. And the foundation country for us has been Ghana, as far as this our tourism, because Ghana has an incredible program as far as this showcasing our history, our roots, our culture. When you're talking about places like the Cape Coast or the Elmina African Holocaust dungeons, those are point of our, us reconnecting to our stolen African ancestors. So people always ask me about why Ghana, especially since I've been to other countries before I went to Ghana. But it was always the ideal country that was able to really showcase an incredible program. And we're going to definitely get more into that, family. Just wanted to share a brief little intro on that. So what I want to do is have a screen sharing up for our website, africafortheafricans.org, and just want to show everyone just a history of the countries that we've traveled to under this banner of Africa for the Africans. And there you go, brother. I just took us right to the website and just got right to the point. Once you get to the website, family, you won't see this right away. So you'd have to scroll down past the introduction text, and then you'll see all of the group photos. But just wanted to start off here because we're talking about this, us traveling from America to Africa and just showing all of our group members that have made that journey with us. And then my good brother Baka has an incredible story to showcase as far as what he's been doing and is future vision of Africa and how we got all into this incredible connection to Africa. All right, so my brother, hopefully you can see that well.
Oh, yeah, that's nice.
All right, so remove the top banner. And if anyone want to see what our website looked like before, before you get to this part, I'll definitely scroll up once I'm finished. So these are group photos from 2006 to 2023, celebrating 17 strong years in business. So, we really appreciate our brothers and sisters from the African diaspora. Especially the biggest group members have always been from Black America and Jamaica, where I'm from, So I really appreciate that. Just, being from Jamaica and then living in America and then having my brothers and sisters support me to the highest level. It's always an impressive thing. As a matter of fact, this is one of those incredible group photos that we have, along with myself. I have my father in the background, and I also have two of my other, Jamaican associates. So it's 4 of us from Jamaica there, and so this is a group of 20 of us. So that's 4 out of 20, and then everyone else is from America. So that's kind of like me just breaking it down like that, but. Not saying that all of the groups are like that, because we do have people from different countries. We do have one person that was born in Africa, from Sierra Leone in this group also. So from time to time, you do have that situation. And then we have one sister from Ghana in the tour group. So it's an incredible journey as I'm looking back at this May 2023. Literally almost this a 20-year journey, going all the way back from 2003 and studying about Africa, and then taking my first journey to Africa, and that was Senegal, March of 2004. and then Egypt of April 2004. So that's the foundation family. The study groups from 2003, and then those two initial journeys to the African continent. And then in 2005, now we've taken journeys from back again in Senegal, but also we did South Africa and Kenya. So that's country number 4 and 5. And then in 2006, I went to the Gambia in the summer of 2006. So that's 5 journeys. And then I went to Ghana December of 2006. So that was 6 journeys. So those are the 6 initial journeys. And then in 2006, that's when we started Africa for the Africans. And then that Ghana tour group was the first tour group that we launched. But I'm always people know that we did a lot of field research and a lot of field work as far as just studying, traveling to different countries, learning the game, taking lots of photos and lots of pictures. I know people like these are the picture people. They don't stop taking pictures and photos, pictures and videos, I should say. So it's the only way that I can show people our documentation, because if I ran into somebody randomly and I tell them about what we have done in Africa and the countries I've been to in Africa, sometimes people may just say that you're making it up. So I would like to show people what we do. And then beyond that, I've traveled across 6 continents and more than 35 countries. And that is from as early as when I was 20 years old to now, or I should say this a few, I should say that's more of my childhood, traveling to America. America was that first country that I traveled to, from Jamaica to America, and that was 1988. So from there on, and been able to have great opportunities, whether it's in the U.S. Navy, traveling all over the place, especially to the Pacific, and then working for the airlines, and whether it's you being sent somewhere to go work on an aircraft, or you just using your vacation to travel to different parts of Central, South America, or wherever it is, Caribbean islands, or Europe itself. And then building this business, Africa for the Africans, this gave us a great opportunity to travel to so many different African countries. So it's been 10 African countries we have traveled to. And then the only thing that you're going to see that's outside of Africa on here is going to be Brazil. So let me scroll down, family, and share these details with you for our tour. So this is our last journey, May 2023. And then right there in Ghana. And then this Ghana journey represents the 23rd journey we have taken in Ghana. So 23 groups in Ghana. Senegal and Gambia, this is our second roots and culture journey in Senegal and the Gambia. The first one we did was in 2021, and then now 2023. And if you ask me, have I tried to do some Senegal and Gambia journeys in the past? Yes, I did, even as early as 2008, 9, and 10. And, this didn't have enough people. And that was back in the days when you were just really trying to build a foundation. So to just be able to pull it off now is just very impressive. And, I'm always telling everyone, never give up on your dreams and just keep doing it. Because remember, Senegal was the first country I traveled to in Africa. So I was always looking to do a real tour group there. But, sometimes those things don't just work out immediately. All right, and scrolling down, the last journey we took last year was Ghana, December 2022. And before that, Tanzania, November 2022. And this Tanzania journey represents our 3rd Tanzania journey. We started doing these journeys to Tanzania from November of 2020. And everyone know what was going on in 2020. It was the COVID-19 era, COVID-19 pandemic, whichever way you want to put it. So we're very restricted to go into countries, but I was happy that we was able to pull off, a new country, which was Tanzania, and then also do our scheduled Ghana tour for December. So that was perfect. But this is our 3rd journey. So it was November 2020, November 2021, and November 2022. And then we're getting ready with Baka and a few other people to journey for our 4th journey to Tanzania for November 2023. Right, Ghana journey, May 2022. And then what you're going to see is just a lot of Ghana journeys, because that was always our featured country with a program. And you'll see this group photos from all over the place. Ghana group, December 2021. Tanzania, November 2021. So family, see the trend. Most of the journeys that we do is November, December, and then we have a spring and a summer journey. This Ghana journey, May 2021. This is at George Padmore Library, and George Padmore was a Trinidadian that was a part of the working with Kwame Nkrumah to be a part of the future of Ghana, putting all the things in place. So I try to make sure that we just take group photos at some of the more incredible sites over the period of time. The Senegal and Gambia was our first tour on the Africa for the Africans. And this, I always love the colors that I was able to put together with Senegal, this beautiful, vibrant colors. And both photos are taken at Goree Island, and that's the historical African Holocaust site, to where you get that presentation, not as vibrant as Cape Coast, Elmina, in Ghana, but this island was an island that has been organized and set up to where you have museums and you have illustration of our stolen African ancestors. So it's a place for us to reconnect to our African ancestors. And I'm always telling people it's no different from the European Jews who make their moves and literally just take you to Israel and showcase and talk about their struggles and their history of their African Holocaust, or wherever they take you in Europe or different places in Europe. So just like how other people showcase their struggles and their African Holocaust, we take that serious. That's always been a part of our program. So whether you travel with us to Senegal, the Gambia, Ghana, Benin, or those different countries, we're going to always just write that into the program because it's a diverse program that deals with all aspects of life. But this is always one of the foundations. It may be painful at times, but at the same time, too, we have to pay homage to our African ancestors, because what we always have to look at is that we're the survivors of the most horrific Holocaust that the world have ever seen.
Yes, sir.
December 2020. So that was what I was talking about with with COVID-19, and we had to cancel the May trip to Ghana, and we was just able to just work it back out in December. So always excited to just be able to just make these things work, because you have to show a level of resilience and say, hey, family, we want to showcase our connection to Africa and keep it going, and we don't want anything to stop us. Ebola, coronavirus, world financial crisis, all those things. And this is our first Tanzania journey, November 2020. As we scroll down, Ghana, December 2019, and I remember that journey like it was just yesterday, because that was when we first visited our Black Star Pan-African community. And I got my good brother over here, Chief X. You're gonna be hearing a lot. You're gonna be hearing from him on a live stream. Good brother that's always looking to share educational information, so we as a people could educate ourselves on the highest level and don't fall for foolishness. Right, South Africa, looking to get back to South Africa. This was actually the only South Africa journey as far as tour on Africa for Africans that I've done. But I've been to South Africa both May and November of 2005. So this journey was a perfect time and worked out great, and looking to do it again for December of 2023. Our Ghana May 2019 journey, and that's a Marcus Garvey Guest Center. So we just tried to showcase some of these group photos at all different sites. And my favorite site is always going to be this Kwame Nkrumah Memorial Park, the statue of the man himself, one of the greatest visionaries that we've seen in our life, in our world history, as far as Pan-Africanism, Black Power, and African nation building. The father of Pan-Africanism and this, the father of this nation building in Africa. This is a group photo, May 2018 at the African Diaspora Forum, and this is in the W.E.B. Du Bois Center. And we go down to our Ghana, Togo, and Benin Roots Tour, November 2017, and this is a group of 43 of us, basically the biggest group that we have had to this date. And the second one is in 2007, October. So 10 years apart. So And these journeys are not simple to pull off. You have to put all the work ethics and all the work efforts and everything in it to make it work. So that's what we have done in these journeys, and you can just tell by the numbers. And then you have to ask, you have to think about all the work that have to be put in place for tickets, accommodations, bus movements, and things like that. So we're well experienced in pulling this off, and we've been doing it from the beginning. And this is the only non-African tour that I've done, and this is to Brazil. And this was specifically set up to showcase our connecting what happened to our African ancestors when they were taken away from the African continent. So one of the major countries was always Brazil, and so we showcased that history in Brazil. So it was it was it was a little bit of excitement, fun, energy, and also roots and culture, but we kind of mix it up in Brazil. And this was great. And unfortunately, I wasn't able to do another journey because a lot of times people say they want to do these things, but then when it's time to show up, sometimes they don't show up. But nevertheless, this experience is incredible. And just like all these other tours that we have videos and photos online as far as YouTube and Facebook. Ghana, May 2017. So all you see is just lots of Ghana tour in between everything else. And this is in Gondar, and I've never seen castles in my life. And this is in Ethiopia. So Ethiopia is just one of those incredible countries. And I just made sure that we did this photo right because I wanted to show the castle in the background. And so enjoy that time in Gondar. And we had an incredible tour guide. He was just, I never shot too much videos at one site before because I was like, I just got to keep on shooting sites because everywhere you turn around, it was just this phenomenal history as far as kings, queens. Ethiopia is like royalty. That's what I love about the Ethiopian history and the pride of Ethiopian people to just literally stay resilient and literally just be an incredible this representation of African will and power. Now we get into the parts of these group photos where we're just doing basically one tour group per year. So from 2017 and up, that's when we did multiple tour groups per year. So this is Ghana, October 2016, October 2015, October 2014, and this is back at the George Padmore Library for 2014. And last bat, this one is October 2015. That's Asin Manso. So try to just work the different tour sites, and some you may see more than others, especially when you talk about Kwame Nkrumah. I just enjoy taking these group photos there. One Africa, one of our favorite resorts built by our brothers and sisters from New York, elder sister Imacus from the Bronx, and good brother Shabazz from Brooklyn. So we always like to support support the energy of our people. The Botanic Gardens in Abri, October 2012, right there in Ghana. The W.E.B. Du Bois Center, that's October 2011. That's the W.E.B. Du Bois is that scholar that went to Ghana to connect with Kwame Nkrumah and did some great work. So we always want to make sure that we go there and show love, to our brother that literally just transformed his life and in the later years and was a part of a great movement to build something great in Ghana. And as we talk about Kwame Nkrumah, July 2011 at Kwame Nkrumah Memorial Park. Ghana, Togo, Benin. So that is our first multiple country journey, 3 countries. And yes, family, it was a beautiful journey. Don't have much documentation on YouTube for some of these older tours. Most of the video documentation you're going to see is from 2011 and up. And I think we just did some short basic films back in these days. And then you see another big group that we have. And I showcased both of these groups right here because these are initially 2 of the biggest groups that we had for a while. This was October 2008. And I want to say this was around 33 to 35 of us. And then the journey that just put us on another level, October 2007 or October 2007. And it was 42 of us right here. And this was my second time doing one of these organized journeys. And this is the difference right here. That's the difference right there, Baka. It's 42 of us there, and then there was 8 of us in December 2006. So once I got back from Ghana, I was so excited. I just started calling all kind of people and recruiting them and getting on, getting on talk radio with my good brother Kidi Owadu, aka the Conscious Rasta, and he helped me build both of these incredible groups. October 2007, 2008, and then also the third group 2009. But the two big groups was October 2007 and 2008, and that literally laid a foundation for us.
That's outstanding.
There you go, family. And that's the bottom of the website. And Liberia Reconnection Investment Tour, March 29th to April 9th, 2024, is our featured journey on our website. And the featured journey is usually showed on a banner. And then we have all these links here for all aspects of everything that we do on the website. And you also can see it on the main menu. So I'm going to click to the top and go to the top. So family, so that is our website. Once you get there, the big banner, Africa for the Africans Tourism Investment, and the photos from 17 years of our travels that just kind of showcase different photos throughout the time frame. All right, so not sure what's going on, but the photos you just show nice and clear. Let me just reload this real quick. And then also on the left side is the MP3 player. It got some beautiful music for you just to enjoy. What I'm going to do, family, I'm going to get back to the website. Let me just get my brother connected back in. Yes, Baka, greetings, brother, greetings.
Greetings.
I hope you enjoy the history of all the great journeys that we have completed in Africa to connect our people. And now I'm here talking with you about the future of what we've been doing and what we're going to be doing in the future. And so we have this incredible schedule coming up. I'm going to go over the schedule also. Let me just take a quick moment to put up a flyer to share the schedule.
Man, I love it. Everything's looking good, and man.
And there is a schedule right there. So we just got back from Ghana, May 2023. This literally just a few weeks ago. But what you see from there on is Tanzania, November 2023, in South Africa, December 2024, Liberia, March 2024, Ghana, July 2024, Egypt, November 2024, which will mark our 20th anniversary of traveling to Africa. And then back to Senegal and the Gambia, and that's April of 2025. So that's initially what we have set up, ready to take you on the journey of a lifetime. So family, that is my history of us doing these incredible tours to Africa and getting us connected, traveling from America to Africa, kind of like building that bridge from America to Africa and keeping our connection strong as a people, because we're stolen away from our African continent. And then now our African continent need us. So now we have to come back and participate in the future. But enough said, though. Greetings, my brother. Greetings, man. How you feeling, man? Let's talk about your history in being open to traveling to Africa and you being a part of a level of Black consciousness to where you're full-fledged into the future of Africa, to where you want to live and do business.
Yes, sir. Well, man. Where do I start? My people, I can go all the way back with them. They're Pan-African. So I grew up in the movement, so it's been a beautiful journey. I've always been interested in Africa, and I was introduced to the history at a very young age of who I am and why it's important to reconnect with the continent, and most importantly, learn our history and just basically, immerse myself into the culture, into the history of Africa. So it's been very, very enlightening, and I'm looking forward to traveling over to Tanzania with you, and also just eventually moving back to the continent and setting up roots and just repatriation, all that good stuff. And you're right, Africa does need us at this time. It needs us to go back and invest. It needs us to go back and reconnect. And we're doing that. You have a lot of us that are going home now. So I'm one of the ones that see the vision, and I'm ready to go back. And I can't wait to get back over to the continent full time. And that's what this is all about. It's about reconnecting with our people back on the continent. It's about just living life to the fullest. And we're going to be able to do that on the continent for sure. Here in the United States, unfortunately, we have obstacles. Not that we're not going to have obstacles there, but once we get home, things I know for sure, if you organize and do it right, it's going to be better. It's going to be better for us. Long term. That's our land. I've told Bomani this several times. It's even really biblical. So we have a right to go home, and we also have a right to our land, because that's our land. So it's a beautiful thing. And now, a lot of the African countries are offering us citizenship, so we can go back and get our citizenship and get land and build and just reconnect 100%. So that's what I'm all about, reconnecting and going home and just living my best life, in Africa, so I'm excited about it. I've hooked up with a lot of my brothers and sisters that have and share the same vision. So Bomani is one of the brothers. So brother, I applaud you. Keep doing what you're doing. Man, it's amazing. It's amazing. And I'm just so thankful and grateful that I'm going to get a chance to get home. So, that's basically it. Short and sweet, but yes, sir, brother. I'll definitely be getting back to the land and setting up roots. Yes, sir.
Well,
Yes,
perfect.
sir.
Perfect. Appreciate the introduction. Let's talk about your experience in traveling to Africa, the countries you have traveled to, and your experience. And then when did you travel? And then you and I can also talk about what we're looking to do in the future, which is Tanzania coming up.
Yes, sir. Well, in 2019, I did make the trip over to Ghana. I have a lady friend who's Ghanaian that really got me on board. Actually, she was my girlfriend. So we went over together, and it was awesome. She was able to introduce me to the culture and to the food, and, to the Ghanaian history. And I knew a little bit about it, but not as much as I needed to know. But she got me up to speed on a lot of the culture and the history, and it was just an amazing experience. So I'm definitely looking forward to getting back to Ghana. I got all my paperwork and my visas and Tanzania, so I renewed those through Bomani. So
As our brother
I
was
was over in the Pram Pram area. I went over to Accra, got a chance to see the major city over there, and oh man, it was just great. They lied to us. They lied to us about so much, of what's really going on the continent and in Africa. So um, you know, mainstream media, they show us, you know, the desolate parts of Africa, but they don't show the cities. They don't show, you know, the infrastructure. They don't show, you know, the progress, you know, of our people. You know, our people are on the continent thriving, especially in Ghana. That's why I'm really looking forward to getting back there and investing there and moving there, because you're really not going to miss everything that we have here, we have there, you know. So that's what a lot of our people don't know. Now, of course, you know, it is Africa, so there's certain things that, you know, you're gonna have to adapt to. But I'm ready for the challenge, and man, like I said before, I know it's our land. I know our history. You know, I teach our history, and I've been researching our history well over 20 years. So I know that Africa is going to be the place for us in the future. You know, you don't even have to be an African historian like I am to know that. So, brother, I'm just excited about it. Getting back, reconnecting, going over to Tanzania with you. They've got a great culture and history there. Oh man, the beaches. I've seen your videos. Man, so whoo, it's just so much. It's so much. And then South Africa, that's another place that I haven't been. I want to get over to. And I know, I think you're going in December, right, Bomani?
Yes, South Africa, December 24th,
Oh
January,
man,
January 4th.
I've heard about Johannesburg, brother. Oh man, I heard they have some of the most beautiful women in the world there. So definitely got to get over there to see that and just see the culture, the history of South Africa. Man, you know, it's like Ethiopia. They're just so rich in history, you know, and integrity. And you know, they're really representing Africa well. So South Africa is another place where I'm gonna have to go. I'm going to go eventually. I'll be there as well to do a little research and to relax and just enjoy, you know, the land, you know. So it's amazing. And then Bomani, you know, I work with African ancestry as well. So I trace my roots to Nigeria. So that's another country that I'm going to be traveling over to. And the good thing about Ghana and Nigeria are border countries. So I'm going to be making the trip over to Ghana. And then from Ghana, I'm going to fly to Nigeria, you know, and go do some research and break bread with my people over in Nigeria. I trace my lineage back to the Hausa people of Nigeria. So they're very rich in culture and history as well. So I'm going to be taking a trip there soon as well to reconnect with my roots and my African ancestry. And I encourage all my brothers and sisters in the diaspora to get your DNA test done if you haven't. AfricanAncestry.com. They will take care of you, and they trace you right back to the tribe. So for African Americans, I believe that would be the test to take because they're just so thorough. And like I said, it's going to trace you back to the tribe. So, you know, it's self-explanatory. So, yes, sir. So, you know, what can I say? You know, Africa is the future. You know, I'm not just saying that because I love Africa. It just is the future for us, you know, especially for the diaspora. So, you know, we need to get home. We can see all the drama that's, you know, taking place around the world and in the States. So, you know, Africa is going to be a place for us to go and relax and healing. It's about healing. So it's a great place to heal body, spirit, soul, mind. So yes, yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, Bomani. So keep up the good work, brother. You know, you're taking care of business and you're representing for us and our people, and brother, man, I'm well pleased, brother. I'm well pleased. Just keep doing what you're doing, brother. You're
Appreciate the
setting a
energy,
great
brother.
example.
Appreciate the energy. And the goal was always, when we started doing the study groups 20 years ago, it was always to, take the perspective of us connecting to Africa on a different level. And on a different level means not just traveling back and forth to Africa on a roots and culture, but also getting into the world of uh, business, investment, land acquisition, uh, this getting element of this getting into the game. Because while you're here, you hear about all these different foreigners and different people that's on the African continent doing well for themselves and making their impact, whether it's the Lebanese, the Chinese, the Indians, or just other groups of people. They're making their impact, and they're represented by their countries to just go and build a future. And two of the countries I just mentioned, China and India, the biggest thing with both of those countries is what? Say overpopulation. So when you think about overpopulation, and it's serious, India is much smaller than China, but they both have over a billion plus people. And then China might as well be the same size as India because at least, and don't quote me on this, but at least anywhere from 30 to 40%, more or less, part of their land is not livable. But what they've been doing, because the Chinese don't joke around. They're trying to, they work their way up over the last 100 years to put themselves in a position where they're top of the game versus being on the bottom of the game where they were once. And so they're even blown up mountains, and there's no engineering setup that they haven't figured out. They're doing this whole world of this development, to where they just really just plugging into different countries, and they're selling their product and their services, which is modern day infrastructure. So they'll blow up a mountain and build a whole new city tomorrow. They got all of the technology. They have all of the heavy equipment, and they got people that work like they machines. So
Yeah.
it's a competitive situation. But my point to this family is we're having more and more nations and races of people that are coming into the African continent and saying, hey, this is their home, this is their future, because they see the opportunity as far as living and doing business in Africa. And one of the things is they're backed by their countries, especially China and India, because of, like I mentioned, overpopulation. And then they have so many well-educated people to where they can send out people to other places and they can just build on top of their industry, and it will represent the aspect of their country. And the most prominent people to do that is the Indians. So what you see when you go to Tanzania and East Africa, and even just other parts of this Africa in general, but that's like their stronghold. And then for those who are not familiar with the conflict between President Idi Amin of Uganda and the Asians or the Indians that he had issues with. Once he had his issues with them, they didn't all just leave and went back to India or went back to the UK. Some of them went to other African countries, so they survived that struggle and they built themselves up more to where they're a dominant force across the entire aspect of East Africa. So when we go to Tanzania, that's what you're gonna see. You're gonna see hotels where we go to where all of the workers are Tanzanian and everybody that's in charge of everything are Indians. Not saying it's acceptable and things like that. I'm just trying to share information in our family. But my point is, as long as we stay in America as sitting ducks, or stay in America and just kind of watch the game, or stay in America as spectators in Africa, these are the things that will go on. So when people start getting frustrated, well, the Chinese and the Indian in Africa, I was like, what you want people? I was like, what are you going to do? Sit around here and just spectate and talk from your house and talk in America? I was like, if you want to see changes, brother, you got to get into the game. And it starts with traveling to the countries and just checking it out, and then organizing with your people and say, hey, you know what? We're going to put our money together. We're going to get into investment. We're going to get into business, and we're going to figure it out. Now, it's not as simple as that is, because when you're dealing with Black people coming to a Black country, you end up being the Black people's target or the walking dollar bill and things like that. So they may not treat other foreigners and things like that way, but it's something about, when black people are in black countries with, or black people around each other, we tend to this, sometimes have unfortunate situations where, we're against each other to where we're not working effectively enough to, connect. So I'm always telling people one of the biggest downfall and struggles that I've seen in countries like Ghana is people being shaken down to where they have lost a lot, to where they had to run back to America. So that doesn't just make you just quit and give up. That does tell you that, okay, I need to go back to the drawing board and be more strategic and more tactical and put more things in place. It'll be easier for the Indians and the Chinese because they're backed by a nation, but also they bring enough of their people. If you're the Chinese and you're trying to build a factory, you have everything that you need. I mean, you're going to hire some local people, but you're not going to hire local people enough to where they may take over your project or do certain things to you. So you're in control of that completely. Us, on the other hand, not so much. And that's where we run into situations. And then, we always have to just be open to recruiting the best pool of talent, wherever. So it's a bunch of things that we have to work on as a people. And these are things that I've been talking about on YouTube over an extended period of time as I showcase and talk about more and more of our success, our struggles, and the things that we need to work out and figure out in Africa. And we as a people that are reconnecting, I'm always saying to people that we're not here to take over anyone's country, or we're not here to, to look down or make it seem like we're better than anyone. We're here to connect. And that's why we use the word reconnecting and reconnection. We're here to connect but we're also here to connect with people that we can work with and get things done. Because if I'm around a bunch of incompetent people, it's an example in Ghana, and we're doing business together, the business is not going to work. So, we have to find hardly people who are dedicated and see the vision. And now that's very hard to do, and it's not as simple as it sounds, but that's what has to be done to get things work. So we have seen a level of success in countries like Ghana and other parts of Africa, and we've also seen a level of failure. So the goal is always to increase the success and reduce the failure. And the best way to always do that is for us to educate each other. So part of that education is sharing information, letting people know about different ways on how to do things and different people to work with. Example, just because we have people that's from America in Africa don't mean that they're going to be our best people. And just because we have local people in different countries don't mean that they're always going to be the best people. So it's become a lot more challenging than the other nations of people like the Chinese and the Indians. So that's something that we have to overcome, to where we figure out that way we can build a level of success. And then while we're building the level of success, then now we can focus on competing. And so as we see the Lebanese and other people this in West Africa, other races, I should say, or other nations of people, more specific, in West Africa, we've seen a lot of the things that we could have established as a people. But now that we're looking back at it now, we're like, okay, let's step our game up and work at this aspect of this development or investment. So for those who are interested in any of these things I talk about, taking a journey to the African continent is what opens your mind up. Last time we was in Ghana, we did this incredible repatriation and investment business conference, and just and the same thing that we're going to be doing in Liberia, because the goal is to showcase Ghana and Liberia as countries where you can reconnect to the ancestral land. And the reason why both of these countries are significant, number one, Liberia is that historical country that our African ancestors from the African diaspora built. And then Kwame Nkrumah was here in America studying, and based on his energy in Black America, he was infused with a level of Pan-Africanism to another level. And then he brought that energy to his country and and kind of pushed it across the African continent. And then he opened up the doors and said, hey, brothers and sisters from the African diaspora, we want you to be a part of the future. That was always like, I'm just always as thankful of Kwame Nkrumah and his vision, because that is what made me want to come to Africa, or come to Ghana specifically, to do things. And unfortunately, he didn't live out his dreams and his goals. But just like other great visionaries like Marcus Garvey, which we always have on our T-shirts, every single last T-shirt say "Inspired by Marcus Garvey." These are two visionaries. And then and here in Black America, I've always loved the energy of Malcolm X. always telling us and trying to just get us to just be more focused on self-determination and more focused on, building the future that we need to build for ourselves. So we appreciate these great visionaries, and may they rest in perfect peace, and may their energy keep on transforming us as time go along. And then now it is our time. This is our 21st century. So it's up to us now to do what we're doing and kind of, build a program to get us connected to Africa, get into business investment, and also help our brothers and sisters, because we have a lot of people who want to make moves to Africa, but they really need help. So we have to be, the ambassadors and say, hey, you need help. Let me connect you to the right people. Let me work things out for you. So I want every one of us that's listening, whether we're here in America or there in Africa, let's do our best, and let's do better than we've been doing to really help the rest of us out, because we have a lot of people that are ready to move and they're naive to many situations. So in a situation like that, you either take advantage of the people or you help them, and as you can see, all of the groups I've taken, that was one of the options you have. Do you take advantage of people or do you help them? And the goal is you build a business to help our people, because we're in this together. Am I my brother's keeper? Yes, I'm my brother's keeper. So we look out for each other and we take care of each other. So that's the foundation of Africa for the Africans. It's a brand built to reconnect you to Africa and help us, find our way into certain countries. And unfortunately, I don't have certain connections in every country to where we can say, hey, we're going to connect you with this person so you can do business and investment and so on. But the two countries that we have, which are featured, is Ghana and Liberia. So I'm always telling people, hey, come with us to Ghana, come with us to Liberia, and it's like build a foundation from there on out. But the other countries that I have, like, you talk about Tanzania and South Africa, we're going to East and Southern Africa. And these are two incredibly beautiful countries. In Tanzania, we have Zanzibar Island. So that's like, that's, if you have been to Jamaica or been to tropical Miami, you'll see elements of that beautiful energy. And then, you're on a 9-day journey. So that's in the middle of the journey. So that's like your relaxing point, the getaway point, the beaches, the great dining. And that's one of the things that I don't play around, brother. When it's dinner time, especially when it's in like Senegal, the Gambia and Tanzania, South Africa, those countries mainly, we take you to some incredible places for dining, like no joke, especially if we out there in Cape Town, South Africa. I'm telling you, family, that's a great part of the journey. Us coming together, like you always talk about, brother, breaking bread. We go to a restaurant and we sit down, we just order what we need and we just enjoy it. And everything I'm talking about, family, as far as great dining, all the dinners are included on every single tour. So you get a menu and you just order what you want. You know what I'm saying? And because we all have different diets and everything, but we usually just go to places where you just get excellent menus. And when I'm talking about Tanzania, South Africa, Senegal, and Gambia, you're talking about seafood. You're still talking about countries that are coastal, countries that have great waterways where you get your lobster and you get your different fish and things like that. So I was looking forward to that. So the next few journeys are gonna be great. And then Liberia is coming up to where that's another country with great dining. So a man's got to eat, brother. A man got to eat, and a man has to eat well.
Most definitely.
I know you're excited about that, man. You're excited about the ventures and the dining and the social nightlife of going out and just socializing with local people. And then for those who are single, a lot of beautiful women to connect with, and then for the ladies, interesting guys.
Man, that's outstanding, and yeah, that's excellent, brother. Tanzania, whew, man, I saw the beaches. Oh man, I've been watching the beaches online. Zanzibar Island. Oh my God, beautiful, brother. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. So, yes, sir. I'm ready for all that. And as far as the food is concerned, oh yeah, it's just all love. So, just gearing up for that. And man, ooh, and South Africa too, brother. Man, I've heard so many good things about Joburg or Johannesburg. Yes. So yes, that is going to be an exceptional trip. So yes, brother. It's getting ready to go down, as they say, brother. It's getting ready to go down.
Yes, family, and family, as you're watching us live, you'll see the scroll of the text below that talks about the different countries we're going to. That's my direct line, email address, and website. So we always want you just to check out the details and just be clear on things. One of the most important things when you commit to these journeys is literally to make sure that you're clear about what the tour package includes. I'm always telling people that our tour package includes flights from where you are in the U.S. To the African continent, and it also includes breakfast and gourmet dinner. It includes English speaking tour guides because you're catering to the people that you're accommodating, which is mainly from mainly from America. So that's one thing that we always have organized. And in some countries you have business and investment conference or networking, some level of the sharing information. But as far as the tour package itself, I always tell everyone to make sure that they're clear about what's included and what's not included. Like sometimes people reach out to me and say, "Hey, this person's having a tour and their tour is $1,000 less than yours." I was like, "Well, the difference is the fact that, like example, let me give one country as a good example, Tanzania. The tour is 4,200, but then somebody may tell you that they're doing a tour to Tanzania and it's 3,200. Now, if you're not thinking about these things as far as the prices, then you're gonna realize when it's too late. So now you have to incorporate the price of the ticket. So now when you go look at the ticket price may be $1,500 to $2,000. So then you have to just really just think about that. And then some packages don't include any meals, and some package, so when you see low prices, you have to be clear about that. So these are the things that we also share with you to educate you on those things. And then with us, once you lock in with us on a deposit, anything that you need us to help you with, whether it's consultation, whether it's visas, whether it's just getting things prepared and set up, those are all things that we help you with. And then we do a whole lot of from private Zoom calls for that specific group to public calls, talking about all the different countries. And then we have these incredible groups that we create on WhatsApp, and we just keep everybody updated. So the journey of a lifetime is something to where it's well organized. And also what we also do is these incredible t-shirts that we have for every country. And let me grab two of our tour books. And I got our incredible tour books here. And this was the last journey. It's the glitter and the lights, but I'll make sure upload these to our website. I have the older versions, but this is a program guide. And I did one for the last trip, also Senegal and Gambia. We always do them, but we don't always print them. But what I started doing now is making sure we print them, and that way, when you have one of these books, it's kind of, it's a great souvenir item. But it tells our whole program from talking about Marcus Garvey, which is my greatest inspiration, and talking about this our bio and every single aspect of what we're going to do in the country, and then giving great tips, points, and then also share some marketing information for our business in the back. So that's the Journey of a Lifetime tour book, and we have samples of those tour book in a digital version right there on our website, africafortheafricans.org. And once you click on it, you'll see the whole program, and then you can download it also. So these are things that we have set up and organized. And I got back last Monday, so I'm trying to get back to business and things and trying to get things going. So a lot of things I'm going to be working on to update our website and get certain things going, and put up a whole lot of photos on Facebook and Instagram. And then I got a whole lot more videos to put up. So that's that experience you're going to get. And we're just right now getting ready for Tanzania. We literally just been recruiting more and more people to build a group for Tanzania, South Africa, and Liberia. As a matter of fact, we're building a group for all the countries that we have on the schedule, because I got people that's ready to start for a journey for Ghana next year. They're looking at the schedule, and it was like, when is the next Ghana journey? I was like, I just got back. The next one is in summer next year. But I got all these other countries going, and I even got a nice Egypt schedule. That schedule is going to be incredible. I based it on the original Egypt tour that we did in 2004 with Dr. Renoko Rashidi. That's who I went with, a great African historian. may he rest in perfect peace, and appreciate his energy of infusing our movement, and just keep putting us out there, and keep this encouraging us to learn about our roots and culture, and also encourage us to just work together as a people and just do great things as a people. So I appreciate all of my great ancestors that came before us, and all the people that put their life and dedication into this movement. Whether you talk about Dr. John Henry Clark, or you talk about Renoka Rashidi, or you talk about other great scholars. It's just one of those things that we have to always just pay homage to the people before us, because we wouldn't be who we are without their energy and their sacrifice, and things like that. And so I tell people when they talk crazy about certain movements and things in America, I was like, these are our people who sacrifice their lives so you and I could be here in the great state of Georgia and live a safe, free life where we can do the things that we need to do. So excited, brother, excited, and that's looking forward to connecting with you more. You and I have met up for dinner, and connected an incredible Ghanaian restaurant, Songhai, and me and you're gonna connect again at Ike's Cafe. If I can't pull it off this weekend, I definitely got you next weekend, and we just keep on networking and working together. And then you and I got some events that we have to go and connect with. So you and I will keep on working together, brother, and then we're gonna build this group for Tanzania. I know you like, and the good thing about it, we have a good start. So we only need about 10 more people, and that's a full busload of people. Okay, right now it's 7 of us. So,
hey, that sounds good, brother. That sounds good. That sounds good. Yeah, and I'm definitely looking forward to getting to Ike's Cafe and break some bread as well. I've heard so many good things about it. Yeah,
yeah,
'cause
absolutely.
we've already been out the Songhai a couple of times. So yeah, let's go ahead and check out Ike's and see what's going on down there.
Yes, and the good thing about Ike's Cafe, they built their business here in America, but they have reinvested their energy in Kumasi, Ghana. So they have the incredible traditional / international restaurant with everything on the menu, all kind of things on the menu. Just a great menu. They have their resort there, and they also have a hotel there. They're still building, and it's just they have a nice little section of the culture center in Kumasi, to where they have their enterprise going. So those are one of the things that you always want to encourage us to do as a people. Say, hey, family, let's not burn all the money in America. Whether you're from like myself, from Jamaica, or you're from somewhere in the African continent, and you're here in America, and you're enjoying your career. I'm always just encouraging us, because the system will drain all your money. We all know that. Every time you turn around, there's just things in place. Like people have never had so many utility bills before. And so on. But it's like let's literally just reallocate or reinvest aspects of our life in Africa, to where we're building something for the future. That way, you have something for your children, and for the future generations. Because one thing I know about here in America is everything is in place to take your money, and like everything is in place for all your earnings to go back to the system.
Yes.
And I mean, for the people who set up the system, that's beautiful for them. I mean, that's ingenious. But we're not the ones that set up the system to where we own all these corporations, factories, business enterprises, and so on. Not saying that we don't own anything, but example, when you're ready to go buy some sneakers, you're gonna spend that money on them Air Jordans, or you're gonna buy your clothes from certain places. But my point also is, we have a level of manufacturing and investment opportunities in Africa, and we have to figure that out. I'm not saying to people like it's that simple, but we have to, and that's what I mentioned about Ike's Cafe, and Ike's Cafe, a cafe, and the enterprise that they've built. So when you're doing that, you're literally creating, number one, you're creating opportunities for other Black people, and you're also expanding your brand. So it's a win-win situation. So that's why we talk about traveling and getting on these tours and just being open to the country, because while you're there, things are going to process through your mind, and not everybody is going to be an investor and things like that. But also, the more of us set things up in the future in Africa, whether we build in apartments or like what we build in our Black Star Pan-African community, now you have a place to where people say, hey, I don't want to go to Miami or other parts of Florida to retire. I actually want to be open to Africa to retire. So it becomes a situation to where, we
Yes, sir.
can build a momentum, and then we use those financial resources to invest in things that we want to invest to compete in. Because what we're seeing, whenever we travel throughout the African continent, we just seen everything owned by so much other people. And that's why I mentioned all the different nations of people earlier. So these things put our mind in perspective to say, hey, you know what? Let's do this together, because that's what you can really do. And can all of us work together? Absolutely not. I'm always telling people, not all of us gonna get along, and not all of us can work together. It's what it is. That's why I personally have built a network where those of us have the same vision, and we have the same integrity and work ethics, because that's important. We just work it together and look out for each other. And from that, we attract investors and other people, and that will respect what we're doing, because they're gonna say, hey, you guys have a track record. You're about your business and everything. Let's invest in you, and let's build a factory so we can put black dollars in black hands and create opportunities for our people, to where now we can do more import and export from Black Africa to Black America. So it's this game goes deep. That's why we can't play around with foolishness, and that's why when we deal with our people in Africa, we have to deal with the right set of people that's going to deliver. And then when we're dealing with our people here, the same thing. Everything is about delivering. Everything is about us holding each other to the highest level of standards, and just being about business. And unfortunately, sometimes we have to deal with our people where they just not focus on certain things, and they end up having a quitting mind, to where, like I tell people, when you're doing development projects, you have to be either you're all in or you're not in. I'd rather for you to not be in than not be all in, because it takes beyond years, to build. Like when people are gonna look up in 5 to 10 years, and they're gonna see an incredible town called Jahazi, and then they're gonna go back and say, I'm sorry that I doubted that brother, man. That brother really had a great vision to do this work. I wish I didn't. I wish I didn't quit on him. But unfortunately, that's what you deal with. You deal with a lot of people who quit on you, and yeah, it is hard work, and and you have to get up and you have to keep fighting. But it's like, what are we going to do? Are we going to leave our children hanging to where we don't build anything for them? So this is a serious movement, and it's a serious operation. And that's why at the beginning of the video, I made sure I showed people what we've done in Africa from the beginning. And people may say, oh, that's just tours. Well, how about you go out there and try to find one person that would go to Africa with you on a tour, and see how difficult that is. So I tell people, just because you see me with 30, 40 people going to Africa, don't think it was even easy to get them to do that. You have to sell yourself to the highest level, and you have to have a history to where you have executed and get things done. And you have to keep pulling it off, because people are watching you. And if you're so I just went to Ghana, and I came back. Our group is here settled, and they're all safe and living and breathing, and they're all reflecting on their journey. And you have to keep pulling that off over and over, and you have to mitigate any issues with people running into bad investment, people running into things that's going to get them sick, and make sure people are safe, and things like that. So I'm thankful to the ancestors and the creator to bless us with the energy to pull this off, because I'm telling people, family, it takes the life out of me to pull off these journeys. But I know how important it is, because we have to have that connection in Africa. So that's what we talk about, family. Traveling from America to Africa, reconnecting to our roots and culture. So yes, Baka, I've said a mouthful, man. Want to get you to reflect on some of the things I talk about, and also let me know if you have other things that you'd like to share.
Oh man, you said it all, brother. Hey, excellent work as usual. Yeah, just man, reconnect. That's all I can. That's all I have to say. Just to our people out there, reconnect with the continent. Go back home, invest. There's so many opportunities, and invest with the right people. Like my brother Bomani was saying, you have to invest with the right people, with the right mentality and mindset. That's going to match yours, and if you do that, you're going to be okay. So, I know Bomani has a lot of brothers and sisters in place, so it's a very safe environment. And hey, I'm learning a lot. I'm networking with this brother, and I have some other people that I network with as well. So yes, it's just all love, and I can't say, too much more because this brother has pretty much said it all. you know, um, we just have to go home and invest and, enjoy our land. You know, I can't really stress that enough. That's our land. We were stolen here. We were stolen from Africa and brought here. Well, at least our ancestors were. And, Africa is opening up, for us to go home. Well, it is open. It's open now for us to go home if we choose to. And some of us are choosing to go home. I'm one of those that have chosen to go home. And man, it's just an exciting and amazing time for us, being the children of the diaspora, or just basically the children of the transatlantic slave trade. So to have the opportunity to go home, it's amazing, to have a homeland, to be able to reconnect, to go over and get citizenship and buy land and build a house and just start new, on your own land, to escape a lot of the racial tension here in America. It's incredible. It's freedom. It's freedom on a whole different level. So, you know, um, I'm just excited about it, and can't wait to get back home myself full time. But in the meanwhile, I'm going to be taking trips back and forth and investing and just living my best life, and trusting Father Yah for his wisdom and guidance through this whole journey. And Bomani, yes, brother. That's pretty much all I have to say, brother. Just continue to keep doing what you're doing. Continue the good work, bringing our brothers and sisters home, and helping them to reconnect, and repatriation. That's very important as well. So that's the goal, brother. At least that is my take on it. I definitely will be, moving back full time in the future. So, brother, I applaud you, and salama.
I appreciate you, brother. Definitely, and always, try to just keep in touch with you and connect with you. You know, you have a great energy, and you're just like ready for Africa. So that's a beautiful thing. One of the things I wanted to just ask you before showcase our YouTube page and just kind of explain to people where all of the videos are is literally, you know, we were talking about Ike's Cafe and Cafe Shanghai, and also, you was in Ghana in 2019. So just want you to talk about your experience with some of the food in the different restaurants and different places.
Well, the food was excellent. I like the jollof rice. That's one of my favorites. Um, you know, my ex-girl, she used to cook a lot of the Ghanaian dishes. That so some of the stuff that she cooked, I can remember the names of. Some of them I can't. But the jollof rice, that was one of my favorites. Um, I guess the what is that? What is that called? The son, I think it's Sonia or Sonio. I can't. I forget how you pronounce that. But she used to make something else with, it was like a beef, and it was really good. So she seasoned it up really good. So the fish, they do a lot of the fish dinners. So she would cook a lot of the fish, and then when we would go out to the restaurants, that's what I would order. Mostly was the fish, and then you had the jollof rice. I had that almost every time I went out to a different restaurant. We do the jollof rice, and then you'd have just good food all the way around. The plantain, you have that. that was pretty good. I like that, and it was various other dishes. So, um, but my favorite is the jollof rice, brother. I love that. I love that. And then, like I said, I'm a fish guy myself. I love the fish, so they have so many different um, ways to cook the fish, and they eat very healthy there. And what I also like is everything is organic for the most part. Of course, when you're eating out, you're going to get what you get. But if you buy your food and cook it, it's organic for the most part. So it's a lot healthier for you than a lot of food that we eat here in the States. So, yes, brother, the food is wonderful. I'm looking forward to getting over to South Africa and enjoying some of
Some of
their dishes.
the seafood there, because that's what you're looking at when you talk about Tanzania and South Africa. Great seafood, because you're on Zanzibar Island and then you're in Cape Town.
Excellent. Yes, sir. Most definitely. Most definitely. Because I know that was primarily what me and my ex, man, we were tearing that seafood up like almost every other night. So, yeah. So that was a good thing. So, yeah, the food is good. The culture, like I said, it's got it all. It's got it all. So, looking forward to getting back. Looking forward to reconnecting. Definitely looking forward to getting back over into Ghana, the Accra area. Man. So yes, sir, brother. Not much more to say. Just like I said, continue to take our people home, and brother, always a pleasure. And I've got to get ready to take care of a little business on my end. So I'm going to have to go ahead and reconnect with you a little later on this evening or tonight. But brother, it's been good. And yeah, we've been talking well over an hour. So always a pleasure. And brother, we'll definitely be getting together and hitting up Ike's really soon. So just let me know what your schedule is. Give me a call and what it's looking like. And, we're going to hook up and break some bread and put everything together. Yes, sir.
Absolutely, brother. So perfect. So that will work. I'll reconnect with you, and I'm just going to continue the program and close out shortly. And I'm going to show all of the videos and all of the highlights that we have on our YouTube page. So, brother, appreciate your energy. The journey continues.
All right, brother. Thank you, and take care of yourself, man. And I'll hit you up a little later. Salama.
All right. Yes, brother. So, yes, family, that was our good brother, Baka Thomas, brother that I've been talking with over the years, and just helped him finish getting his visa for Tanzania and also for Ghana. So those are things that we do with ease and efficiency. As far as once you're committed to our journey, we just help you with those things. And what I want to showcase and share is the multitude of videos that we have on this YouTube page. I'm always telling everyone, once you just click on the YouTube page, and then once you're on the main page, as I'll just show you, all you're looking to do is just scroll on down, and we have multiple playlists. That's a key thing to look out for. So right now, all of the videos that I currently have up is from our Repatriation and Business Investment Conference last month in Ghana. So if you want to see a whole lot more, just click on it and then scroll down, and then you'll see all of the videos we have been taking in Ghana. We have a whole lot more to showcase, and then you'll start seeing Senegal and the Gambia. Then you'll see Ghana again and Tanzania, and then it'll just keep on flowing like that, just like the group photos that we have right there on the main page of our website. So all of those tours, especially from 2011 to now, we have this a multitude of videos for each tour. I started looking at the best way to show information as far as our experience in Africa is to just literally just show a whole lot of different clips and short videos that shows all aspects of the country and the culture and the things that we're there to do in the country. Like example, this is a business investment conference. It's probably about probably about 14 videos, but it's broken down into different sections of the presentation. So once we scroll down, the multiple playlists is going to showcase the last set of journeys that we have. So that's Ghana, May and June 2023. So far, I just have 62 videos, and I have another about 150 or more videos to upload. Literally showing you every aspects of us in the country and enjoying ourselves. Whether I'm using the phone to record, or I'm using a camcorder, or whether I'm using the camera itself. But that's our goal, and that's what we do. We just take pictures and videos and share information. That way we can encourage more and more people to travel, live, and do business in Africa. This Liberia preparation journey is just videos that we've just been sharing and just getting into dialogues, doing interviews with people in Liberia, and just putting the energy together to get ready for our featured journey, which is Liberia Repatriation, Liberia Reconnection and Investment Tour. So that's the difference between the Ghana title and the Liberia title. Instead of our repatriation, we just use reconnection. So that is a journey of a lifetime, and the information that's talked about on the 23 videos are incredible. So what I want to do from there on is, once we get to Liberia, I want to show you more of the hardcore documentation and the business conference and the business networking we're going to be doing. And then we're staying on an incredible resort. So we're just going to be having a lot of fresh documentation. So looking forward to that. With the last journey that we did, Senegal and Gambia, that's the 87 videos. Sometimes some tours we shoot more videos than others based on tour sites and things like that. But that's that showcased a full aspect of just being there in both countries. Ghana, December 2022. Tanzania, Ghana again, May and June of last year. So those are the first set of multiple playlists. Then the next set of multiple playlists continues on. As you're looking at it, it's just showing the journeys for 2020 and 2021. Then you go down, and that's our Black Star Repatriation and Pan-African Community. So I recorded a whole lot of videos of showcasing some of the completed houses. The houses are going up, raw land, our future 60 acres, our business headquarters or our business office there in Jahadzi. So I'm going to be uploading those, and once I upload those, you'll be able to just see them at the beginning of this playlist, and then also you'll see them in the video portion. So most of what I try to do is, when we upload videos, we put them in playlists also. So especially the popular energy that we're doing. So we scroll down again, and then this is just some more journeys. These are all Ghana from 2019 to 2017. I think that was the first time I started doing playlists in 2017. And I honestly just wish I'd have done it a lot earlier, because it's easier just to go and look for the playlist and then see all the videos for that country. And these are some of the other countries that I have playlists for: South Africa, Brazil, Ethiopia, and my first real live tour experience in Africa, which was in Egypt. I went to Senegal in March of 2004. That was with a group of my co-workers, and we had a great time, and went to some of the sites that I did go to later on our real organized tour. But there's nothing like an organized journey. So this was it right here. Dr. Ranoko Rashidi was the scholar and also the tour leader. So it's about good 6 hours of documentation. People like myself, sometimes we just never change. The goal is just always just to document, because there's never always, it's like you went to Africa at that time, and you're like, you don't know if you're even going to go back or anything. You can't take it for granted. So you're just like, okay, I'm just going to just record everything and share it, and these will be lifetime memories. So I was happy I was able to eventually get this up on YouTube. It's not the best quality, but it was also recorded 19 years ago. So that was the technology, and then I had to just get it recorded on VHS. For those who remember what VHS is, the big videotapes, and then eventually converted it to DVD. And then from that DVD, I extracted the files and uploaded those files to YouTube and broke it down into a few segments. So that's a nice, interesting journey to watch. That's young Bomani, and if you want to know if people are serious about a move, look at the history of what they have dedicated their life to and their commitment. And my commitment and dedication has never changed. It's always been the same thing from once I made those commitments 20 years ago in 2003 that I would dedicate myself to be a part of our future connection from America to Africa and us being a part of African nation building and developing our brand to where we find the best of our people to work together and compete with the rest of the world. I know times change and people change, but Marcus Garvey, Malcolm X, Kwame Nkrumah, and so many others gave their time, gave their life, and gave their dedication so we can have a better world and a better connection in Africa. So it's time for us to make our sacrifice. So that's how I felt at that point. Now we're in this business, and 19 years later, traveling to Africa, 17 years later in business, and we're gonna take it to another level. And once I scroll down, that is our Africa Tours and Investment conference call. So whenever I have conference calls, whenever we do interviews and things like that, this is where it goes. So just trying to break them down into playlists. And we just look back at the work, and these are great conversations. We're always trying to build some incredible dialogue. And more multiple playlists. Some of these are older feedback videos. It's got to get some more up. But we have a bunch of different playlists from Asin Manso, the African Holocaust Dungeons, our African Ancestral War Connection at Prom Prom, School Supplies and Donation. Let's try to, I got a lot more videos in those, and then Africa Drum and Dancing. Let's try to just, put together things in a playlist and just get them out there. Black Pan African Consciousness. This one is it's just hardcore topics, and and it goes into all details of just Black consciousness. So this is what we do, family. This trying to educate and uplift our people. And then here we have some more playlists and some more playlists. So that's mainly what I have broken down in a lot of playlists. But beyond that, you can just always click on videos and click on the live to see all of what we've been doing. So this is our collection of live. Most of these are with my good brother Kala Genesis, as we just team up to just really just educate and explain and connect and just guide our people to a path of this where we can just really just come together strong and really just, and honestly, family, really just compete. Now that's the only thing I always talk about. Two words you hear from me a lot is competing and delivering. We need people to deliver, and we need us to work together to compete. So we just keep on working and keep on building that brand and building that energy. And this is a good list of videos. You can see the different titles. We try to be as creative with the titles, and then in between that, we have live streams. I got 2 so far. My good sister Natrell talking about Egypt, and as I talk with more people about different countries, we're gonna keep on adding and keep on building it. And so the new lives, they have these incredible thumbnails. Just try to just make them look as professional and organized and bright as possible. And a lot of interesting topics. Some of them are, some of them is a little entertainment. We're not really into entertaining people, but some of it has a little bit of that, and fun, laughter, great energy. Where the people have to enjoy the life we live, and make work somewhat fun. Also, but even though it's serious work. And these are some of the earlier lives, and you could just kind of see the growth, and that's what I want to share with everyone. We do more and more of what we do to showcase everyone that we built a foundation, and we just work to build it up and kind of learn from it little by little. Right, so that is the live, and And so this is over 3,800 videos. So whether you want to use a playlist, and then I don't think it's counts alive, but by the end of the year, we'll have over 4,000 videos of documentation, and these are all searchable. So we just hope that they get out there in the search engine, and more people just pick up one or two of the videos and just like what we're talking about, and travel with us and work with us to build business and investments in Africa, because it's something that we just got to keep on building. So that's why these last set of videos show the investment conference, because we wanted to really get some powerful information out. And I started doing these investment conference from 2006 to now. So it's always been a great part of our program. And when we make our move to Liberia, the same thing that we're looking to do, we're looking to just really push the program of just educating people about what's going on in the country and what they can tap into and how they can work it and what they need to do to avoid drama or trouble and who they can work with. These are always important energy to be successful in Africa. I've seen many people come and I've seen many people go. It's a whole different world. So you have to be very tactical and strategic if you want to survive the journey and make it work as far as business and investment, living and things like that. As far as traveling and enjoying tourism, it's never a disappointment. It's always great energy and this excitement. But the part that we have to work on is to get more of us to be more successful in Africa, and more of us to just stop making, whether it's bad decision or uneducated decision or just chancy decisions. So that's what these conferences are about. And as time go along, our goal is to get more people that are professionals that can share more information about living, traveling, and doing business in Africa beyond just myself. So this conference this last one is legal advice before investing in Ghana. So that was a nice 24-minute presentation. And then we have another one called land acquisition. So this explains all the aspects of land acquisition and what to avoid and things like that. So whether it's chieftaincy land or vested land, I'm one of them people that always recommend vested land. Vested land is land that the government has ownership over, and you just can deal with the lands commission or the government directly, which a lot of times is simpler. But that's just my take on it. Other people may have different views on how to go about dealing with land. But the good thing about it is the town that we're building in, all the land is vested land. So every time we need land, we just work the contract through the government and get everything else in place from there on. All right, family, let me see if anyone would like to join us, and then I'll just go to the Facebook page so I can showcase all of the documentation that we have built over the period of time, just based on videos. All right, getting the trolls up out of there. Don't have no time for any trolls. Anybody who wants to join us, join us. That's my good brother Juma. So he asked about the stream. There it is, Juma. The stream is up, so you can always join us, my good brother. All right, so that is the link. And so while we're waiting for someone to join us, I am going to show you our Facebook. And I'm one of them people that love Facebook. This being real with you, Facebook is a great technology, and I've been able to share all of my pictures and videos and share my life on Facebook just to market myself, which we first started doing it. It was just self-marketing. The goal was just to showcase your life, what you're doing, what you're up to, and just get people to follow you and join you based on the fact that they appreciate who you are and what you're working towards and what you're building. So that's illustrated on Facebook. and Facebook and YouTube is those networks that we started uploading photos and videos on from 2007 to now. So all these pages that I've had them for 17 years. And the main thing I'm going to do is just go to photos, but for now, I just want to stroll down a little bit and just let you see my information here. This is my intro, or yeah, they basically did my intro right there on the left. So this shares a little detail about my background, you know, and so on. And it's, you know, most of what you see is a bunch of technical operation, but that's me. Right there, you'll see. I went to East New York Transit Tech High School, so that's when I was from 13 to 17. So that whole experience transformed and changed my life and brought me into a world that I've never gotten out of, the world of advanced technology, whether it's working on computer system, electrical, electronic systems, you know, or working on our website or IT administration operation here. So it's or just setting up this place for presentation to where when people come, they can sit down and everything works. We have everything connected and it just works seamlessly. So you know, that's the beautiful thing about being being a technical administrator and an IT technician. All the things that you need to run business, you can just do it and get it done. Something goes down, you get it fixed. And in a business administrator, you just have all your business stuff well organized. And so I'm gonna get right to the photos. These photos right here, this photos that I tagged, and these are our last two live streams. And me and Kala went in strong on this one. This was a good 6 hours and so much knowledge we dropped. And you know, it's kind of like that book, the Dummies Guide that they come out with for all different things. It's basically this saying we're simplifying Pan Africanism and nationhood. So that was a real good one. And you know, we're always doing about one or two a week. You know, we took a month off because you know we had business to handle, and now we're back. All right, as I look at the photo, let me see if Juma is here. So I made a switch over back. Juma, give me a few. Give me a few. So I'm gonna start uploading photos to this Ghana May June. I got the photos ready to go. Just gotta sit down and just get them done and upload them. And these are just all the other countries that you see. So once you keep on strolling down, you're gonna see all the different energies of our group photos from all the many different countries and even this local photos, whether it's in Atlanta or New York City or this somewhere else. It's showcasing our experience to photography. And then what you'll see is you'll see my young boy, Mr. Bomani, traveling with us from 2 to now 13 years old. So I've been traveling with us for the last 10 years strong. So just, you know, showcasing our life and what we do and what we're about. And we just real people, you know, hardworking, real people that loves our people and dedicated to our people so we can build something. And like I'm always telling people, look at the track record because a lot of people can talk and say a lot of things, but look at the track record. I'm responsible for helping a lot of people live and do business in Africa. And well over 600 people travel to the African continent. And we have even influenced more people over the period of time. So that's that track record. So unfortunately, when it comes with success, you have a lot of people that's literally just, you know, on the sidelines hating and things like that. But I tell people that, you know, you're not gonna have people hating on you if you're not doing anything. So you know, the hate is great, but you know, the hate lets you understand that you're doing something phenomenal to where people just literally just. And I tell people, instead of getting upset about us doing what we're doing, instead of you telling me why waste your time to do business in Africa, why don't you do business here? You know, that's what the haters always want to do. They always want to steer you where they want to steer you. So I tell them, hey, if you care about what you care about, work on what you need to work on, build something for yourself, because we're gonna always do what we do. And on that note, let me just bring on our good brother Juma. Greetings, Juma. You are on Black Pan African. Juma Rafiki. Just unmute yourself, brother, and you're good to go. All right, Juma, once you're unmuted, just talk, and then I got you. All right, now it's trying to unmute you, and it's not unmuting. And back to our Facebook page. So the photos that I just showed you, as usual, we just really want you to click in on it and open it up, and then just check out our ventures. And all aspect of life is covered in it: roots, culture, business, investment, nightlife, shopping, networking, all that good stuff. And great dining and this fun adventure, beach journeys. And as we get ready to travel to Tanzania and South Africa, that's East Africa and Southern Africa. And that's just after this being back in West Africa, back to back, Senegal and Gambia and Ghana. But that's gonna always be one of the situations that we have. Our goal is just to get you around different parts of Africa. So the future schedules that we have, we still have the 4 country schedule in West Africa that may be dropped down to 2, which would be Ghana and Liberia, then Egypt in Northeast Africa, Tanzania in East Africa, and then South Africa and Southern Africa. So that's a nice schedule to take you around Africa. And we plan on just working more schedules in place, but this is serious work, and you can only do so much. Juma, greetings, brother. Greetings, brother. I can't see you, but it sounds like I can hear you. And family, Juma is one of my good brothers. Been to many countries with us. Been to Ghana with us, Senegal, the Gambia, and he's getting ready to join us on that journey of a lifetime to Liberia.
Can you hear me?
Yes, Juma, I can hear you. And sometimes I forget which countries that you was in. I'm sure you was in Tanzania with us also. So that's 4 countries. And greetings, brother. Hope you're settled, feeling well, and got your message about you're going to be in Georgia. So you're always welcome to come here. We can just connect and socialize. But how you feeling today? You feel like you're hearing yourself? And while you're getting things organized, family, this is our flyer with all of our tour schedules. And I'm actively building these groups right now. So if you're interested in joining us, just reach out to me. I'll get you everything in writing. So I like to get you things in writing, and I also like to just give you access to this. Look at our website, and then you can check out the social stuff online, pictures and videos. And then we talk and we go over everything, and we get you locked in. So I'm always telling people, if you're interested in connecting with us, make sure that you're serious and then reach out. If you're not serious and you're still looking at things, you always have aspect of just reading information on the website, checking out the videos and photos, and then just following what we're doing. But then once you're serious, please reach out and connect, and let's get you to join. Juma, greetings, brother. Greetings. Hopefully you can hear
business
me.
Investment.
You got to close the current feed.
Working on.
All right, so I'm waiting for our good brother Juma to get his things organized, and then we're just going to talk for a little bit, and then we're going to close out. And as we continue the multitude of work that we're working on. All right, Juma, hopefully your audio and everything is working well. All right, so unfortunately, our good brother Juma could not connect. So family, what I'm going to do, I'm going to work to close out this session, and we got a lot more lives, so I'll bring a lot more other people on for them to showcase and share their experience, especially traveling with us and things like that. And then we're going to be talking more about Black Star Pan-African community. I'll get some updates from my good brother there in Ghana that's running our office, our Vice President, brother Azibo Johnny. And I'm also going to be uploading all of the footage from that journey. So got a lot of work to do. Just got back recently and just have a lot of work on my desk to get done. So appreciate everybody joining us and appreciate everybody's support and energy. And always, family, make sure that whenever we're trying to do certain things, make sure we research people and things like that. Don't fall into this liking people just to like people because they look cute and things like that. I really want us to focus on just really just trying to just be more for people who research, because a lot of times when people travel with us and they don't read anything, and if I was a terrible person, I would take advantage of people. But what we do is we do an incredible tour program. So even if you just don't read the information and things like that, we're going to be honest and truthful with you, and we're going to keep you updated, and we're going to make sure that you get the journey that you paid for. But definitely want everyone to spend more time on researching information, looking through the documentation, reading about what's included and what's not included. And when I mean take advantage, example, sometimes people ask me how much is dinner, and I'll say dinner is included. That was part of the tour program. That was part of what's included and what's not included. But I tell people, I was like, dinner. But if you want to pay for dinner, you pay for dinner, and then we just give it as a tip. But these are things that I want people to be clear on, because you're traveling on a journey with us. You need to know what's included and what's not included. So that's why we have the tour package details are right here in full view. And what it'll say in the tour package in general, it'll say certified English-speaking tour guides, round-trip flights from America to Africa. The only journey that we have where you have to get your own connection flight is Egypt. I've not worked that out yet, so everyone would have to fly to New York. Outside of that, if you're going to Ghana, Tanzania, South Africa, Liberia, Senegal, and Gambia, if you live in Seattle, you live in Texas, you live in wherever, Florida, just let me know your city, and I'll get you a ticket from your closest airport or the best access airport that we have using Delta Airlines to get you there, to get you to connect to the connecting city. Like example, if we're going to South Africa and you live in LA, we'll get you a ticket from LA to Atlanta, and then we all meet in Atlanta, and then from Atlanta we go to Johannesburg and then back the same way. So that's what I mean about clarity on these things. Transportation and tours throughout Africa. So our goal is always to have a tour staff that's a tour guide, bus, and driver, and all the bus is based on the size of the group. So if it's 10, 15 of us, we're not going to get a big 40-seat bus. That's all fancy and high tech. Everything is based on the budget. I tell people if they want to see us with bigger, more luxurious bus, then help us build a group. Because right now we've only been able to use a Toyota Coaster, which could take probably about 20 of us comfortable and things like that. But I would like to reduce that number down some more. But the goal is if we build groups of 25 to 30 and more, then we can get coach buses and things like that. Numbers makes a difference, because everything has to be paid for and everything has to work within budget. Daily exercise and meditation, that's just what we recommend you get up and do. If we have someone that's available to lead the session, they'll lead the session. If not, then it's just free energy that we just recommended. So we're putting that out there because it's something that will get your day started great, and then you enjoy your breakfast, and then you're just ready for the journey. And all the tours includes daily breakfast and gourmet dinner. And if it's a situation where, I remember in some sequence in South Africa, the hotels didn't, breakfast wasn't included. So we work on the package to include the breakfast. So it's always breakfast included regardless, and gourmet dinner included regardless. And gourmet dinner is based on a unique buffet that we put together at the hotel restaurant, or out in town at a certain restaurant, or we just do menus at the hotel or menus at the restaurant. Those are the things that we do, either a restaurant or a hotel restaurant you're gonna be eating at, and things like that. We're not gonna take you to places where you're gonna be shacks and roadside restaurants and places where you just where people are just doing certain things that's not catered to your diet. So all those things are put into consideration to the highest level. Naming ceremony and ancestral celebration, that's only for Ghana. So I need to just adjust that. That way it's not confusing for anyone. But that's on the Ghana program. And that's also why I explained this. Everyone has to read the itinerary and the specific information for that specific tour. Repatriation Investment Conference, that's specific to only Liberia and Ghana. And other countries, we do our best to do a certain networking and things like that. entrance to all sites and this activity. So whatever we have on a tour schedule, whatever we have planned, you have full access to it to enjoy it. So that's completes our full tour program where that's our itinerary, the overview, lay the foundation down of what you're going to be experiencing. So right up front, you can be clear about it. And then when you look at the previous groups, these are our previous group photos, just like we showcase on our website. The only thing is this: I added South Africa, the last South Africa journey, the last Tanzania journey, the last Ghana and Senegal and Gambia journey. And those are the popular countries that we've been traveling to the last few years. Those have been our quote unquote core 5 countries. And then you see that we have added Egypt and Liberia to make country number 6 and 7. So that is our schedule. And yes, most of the countries are in West Africa, but these are historical countries because they deal with our African ancestors. Liberia, our ancestors built Liberia from Black America, Black African diaspora, and so on. So that's the relevance of that. And then when you talk about Ghana, Senegal, and Gambia, aspects of the transatlantic European slave trade. So that's that connection in West Africa. And then from there, we just want to show you other parts of Africa. So we just pick the best country in the different regions in North Africa, East Africa, and Southern Africa. So that's how we come up with the flow of the schedule, family. All right, family. So appreciate everyone joining us. We're going to close out, and the journey of a lifetime continues. And we have a whole lot more information that we're going to be showcasing and sharing. This is going to be a beautiful summer, and it's going to be a beautiful summer to where we're going to be just talking a lot about us building a stronger future in Africa and us working together so more and more of us could be more successful. I don't think there's anything that we're not going to be talking about. So look out for it. We have a whole lot more lives to do and then regular videos to showcase. But we're going to be busy on this, lots of videos and showing lots of information. All right, then, and the trolls are everywhere. The trolls are everywhere. The trolls are everywhere. So, it's one of those things where we can't help some of these trolls. The thing of it is, let me see some of you come out here and try to actually make moves to Africa and build things and be successful over a period of a decade and a half. It's easy to talk stuff and to judge everybody else, but can you pull it off? Can you be your brother's keeper? Can you make things happen? Can you put a whole lot of black dollars in black hands? Can you help raise up the level of consciousness to where we're doing things together on a high level? So that's been our accomplishments in Africa. And that's from the beginning. The goal was always to show you just a list of all the things that we're doing. So family, the journey continues. Take care of yourself. And we're going to close out with some music from my good brother, Melanie Ganji. And that's the Sankofa Bird and the Sons of Africa. Those are 2 of the tracks that I keep up here as closeout music. And that's our banner up to the top right, our Black Star Pan-African community, which is our 15 and 60 acre community in development. So I'm going to always just reach out to those who are out there that's, that can work with us because we need all aspects of things to make this thing work. And it's not just something we're building for ourselves, we're building for our children in Africa and our children here in America that are going to be looking for great opportunities on the African continent. So family, this is Sankofa Bird, Melanie Ganji.
It was the year 1957. The African Republic of Ghana regained her independence from colonial forces under the careful leadership of the Honorable Dr. Bomani in Cuba. Blessed by His Imperial Majesty, Haile Selassie, Kadamawi, Kadamawi, Kadamawi. Hey, hey!
Come get your truths and your blessing. Son, go forward. A message in the lesson. Return to the roots. Come get your truths and your blessing. United we stand, and we standing strong. From the examples of Ghana, got to be working together. Black star, black generation. Ice, gold and green. Life, color, life, liberation. There can have been cross. Symbols from creation. It was a sun, cold, bird. A message in the lesson. Return to the roots. Come get your truth and your blessing. Sun, cold, bird. A message in the lesson. Return to the roots. Come get your truth and your blessing. Return to your roots and get your blessing. Return to your roots and get your blessing. Return to the roots and get your blessing. Return to the roots and get your blessing. The call and response. Rhythms of Jimbe and Kete. Sounding far and distance. Regenerating vibration. From corner to curb. The million voices are heard. Ahoy, ahoy. Ahoy, ahoy, ahoy. It was a sun called for bird. A message in the lesson. Return to the roots. Come get your truth and your blessing. Sun called for bird. A message in the lesson. Return to the roots. Come get your truth and your blessing. Return to your roots and get your blessing. Return to your roots and get your blessing. Return to the roots and get your blessing. You must return to your roots and get your blessing. Ahoy, ahoy.